Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, welcome. We just wanted to take some time with the Ashbys and just their experience in 915 Bream Court for all these years. I'm looking forward to hearing from both of you. So what brought you all to Marietta?
You first, dear.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
That's the first. We relocated from Elmont, New York in 2001. And we knew from the start we had a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old at the time, and we really needed to move into a neighborhood that had a good school system, that was safe, that was well developed, and we also didn't want to find a cookie cutter neighborhood. We wanted an established neighborhood, trees and grass, things like that. What do you think, dear?
I think that's right.
Well, great. So what was the determining factor in purchasing this particular home to raise your family?
So I think Ramel answered some of that, but what was really important to us was character and the community feel. So to be honest, before we moved in, we drove over to the neighborhood a few times. We went to the grocery stores, we went to the parks. Our first visit to the schools, we really wanted to be back in elementary school. So it was all of those things. It was the presence. When you step into that neighborhood and see the house on the hill, the price range was right for us, and just the quality of everything. So we got more than what we were looking for.
That's great. So how long did you live there?
Wow, 17 years.
17 years, okay.
Yeah.
So
And time went by really fast.
yeah, so your boys are now in college. One's graduated college, right? Yeah.
One is out a year and working,
Yeah.
and that's what really made us start to think about the move. But we love East Cobb so much that we are staying in East Cobb. But that's really what made us think about leaving the house after 17 years.
Right sizing.
Right size.
Right.
Yeah, I like that. I like that term. So what are some of the things that you really love about your neighborhood?
Let me start.
Go ahead, you start.
East Cobb is a tremendous neighborhood because of the athleticism and the community involvement. So we both are very athletic, and one of the things we really liked from the start was the running community and the fitness community. So that was a big draw to us.
I'll just add to that, you talked about the running and the fitness, but it's absolutely beautiful. So being so close to the river and close to the mountains, the upkeep of all of the neighborhoods. Sometimes some of the houses we went to, you turn down one block and it's not so nice. And any direction we turn in, it's just kept so well. The stores, the quality of services have just all been very, very meaningful to us. But our neighbors, we started having Christmas breakfast at our house every year, and so all of our neighbors would come over in their pajamas. Right across the street from us, our neighbors celebrated every one of our birthdays, sometimes before us, every holiday, and every Falcon Sunday.
And Halloween parties.
And Halloween parties.
Really good Halloween parties.
Really, really just strong.
Really good time.
Just tight knit. And
And you know what? In the neighborhood also, it got better and better. So all of the redevelopment of open green space became better stores. When we went from fresh markets to, Trader Joe's and Whole Foods. So within the last 17 years, East Cobb's growth has been unbelievable. And we're sitting right there in the middle of all of it.
Yeah, you really are. And there are things that are just in walking distance that are healthy for you to consume and to do. So that's great. So now, walk me through a little bit what your decision process was in renovating to sell instead of just selling. I know it's had its ups and downs, and that's a hard question to ask at this point, but it was a real dedication on your part to do that.
Well, you start, I'll finish.
Okay.
It was.
First of all, because we really love our neighborhood, and we knew our house needed a lot of work, we felt that when it was time for us to leave the neighborhood, we wanted the house to really represent all of our years of love and support. We want the neighborhood to always increase in value and prestige. Our house needed to fit that.
And the only thing I'll add to that, so absolutely we wanted the house to represent it, but these neighbors that we talk about how much we love, a lot of them are still there. And so we wanted to do it for them. So we want to think about the increase in value, but also what are we leaving our neighbors with? And so just as much as we think about the quality of our home and how good it looks, also thinking about that next, the new 915 Marine Court family, and that they enjoy it and fit in and just get all that we got, and plus in a much more beautiful house than what we had.
Yeah.
That's right.
As you really went from ground up, I can attest to that fact. You've gone from ground up with everything being done, starting with an inspection and moving forward and handling all those items that needed to be done instead of just, as is so common, lipstick on a pig. That's not at all what you did. You definitely scraped below the surface to really find out the details and finishing all the plumbing and redoing all the electrical, and everything from ground up has been really remarkable. That's really sacrificial of you, and I know you felt that sacrifice in this process, but kudos to you for doing that. So what do you hope for the next owner? You said a little bit about that.
You want to add to it?
We know the next owners are going to love the neighborhood. They're going to love East Cobb, the community, the green space. There's really not much for you not to love. The school system, and it's a developed neighborhood. And so if someone is really looking to sort of step into an established footprint with great neighbors and support,
Yeah,
I can't say anymore.
that's right. All right.
I don't really think I have anything to add.
Okay.
We hope that the memories and the great times and all that the neighborhood gave us, like I said, a lot more than what we were looking for when we moved, that our new, the new family will feel that same satisfaction.
One of the things that really strikes me about your neighborhood is that it is extremely diverse. I just love that. It's a richness of cultures and embracing of different cultures, and I love that about that neighborhood. It's a really great feel.
It was not like that when we moved 17 years ago, so it's been very nice to see it. To see it grow.
Yeah, and people grow with that.
Peacefully, just
Yes.
beautifully, really beautifully.
Yeah, you said that it's gotten better and better.
Oh, yeah.
So that's
Oh, yeah.
great. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.